What is currently happening, programs? Today I'm going to cover the top 5 free indie VR experiences you may not have seen. Free shit pops up on the Oculus and Steam stores all the time, but you won't find all these titles there. And I'll tell you where you can pick these gems up and how to easily install them all. So if you want to know where to get some free indie game goodness, then stay locked, enjoy, and I hope it helps. A quick disclaimer, these are all fan-made projects, and while some of them have game-like challenges, some of them are just cool experiences you can walk around in. And before we start, Rift users will need to head into the Oculus Home desktop app, and in the settings menu, on the General tab, make sure you allow unknown sources in here. Aside from that, in at number 5 on the list is the 3 Studio Ghibli VR experiences from Redpaw. These fan-made experiences allow Rift and Vive users to stand in the boiler room from Spirited Away and watch Kamaji the Boilerman fulfill bath tokens with the help of his animated balls of soot. You can also stand at the bus stop and wander around a little in the VR recreation of the bus stop scene from My Neighbor Totoro, and stand in the meadow from Howl's Moving Castle while Howl's Castle awaits you to board. These views into the world of Studio Ghibli are pretty basic, but as a fan of almost anything by that studio, I can easily recommend this to others who love the studio's work. To get this installed, check the link in the description for the download link and download the zip file. Then extract that using 7-zip, put on your headset, and in the extracted folder, simply double-click on the Ghibli VR.exe. In at number 4 is the self-reflective, eccentric experience that is Self-Portrait Interior from Theo Triumphilibus. Move along the white desert and glare into the outer eyes of the artist before wisely choosing your path through the inner organs, thoughts, desires, and fears of a gigantic virtual organ. This one is a vision, and by that I mean it's a head fuck up the tongue and through the teeth of what, well, you know what? It's hard to explain.
Oh, it's fucking giant turds. They're beating the shit out of me. Oh, what is that?
To get involved, just check the description below and click the download link. Scroll down and click the Windows Build VR download link, and once the zip file has downloaded to your PC, extract it using WinZip or 7-zip. Open the folder and simply run the self-portrait application. Use a keyboard and mouse for this one, as the motion controller support is a little janky. Next up at number 3 is the RPD main hall from Resident Evil 2, recreated in VR by Crying Horn. A personal favorite of mine, as this was the first 3D horror game I ever played, and I want nothing more than to experience Resident Evil 2 in VR in its entirety. In this experience, you can teleport around the main hall and revel in the memories before teleporting up onto the balcony to have a look and see. Actually, fuck the balcony. Yeah, no, just fuck that. To get this one running, click the download link in the description below to download the 7-zip file to your computer. Extract that downloaded file using 7-zip, open up the extracted folder, and in the RERPD VR folder, just double click the exe file to stand in the main hall of the RPD building from Resident Evil 2. At number 2 is Blade Runner 9732 from Quentin Lingelli, I think. Take a virtual tour into an absolutely stunning recreation of DEKARDS' apartment from the original Blade Runner movie and soak in the 80s neo-noir sci-fi atmospheres at your leisure. This one is visually sharp and accurate. It includes some of the more notable props from the movie, which you can interact with, and is generally as moody as a soon-to-be retired replicant in a rainy cyberpunk techscape. All you need to do to take the tour is go to the download link in the description below and click the Google Drive link to download the required zip file from there. Extract the downloaded file using WinZip or 7-zip, and in the extracted folder, simply double click on the br9732.exe file and see the slum through DEKARDS' eyes. And at number 1, we have numerous playable Zelda battles from Aklar 45. Face off with the boss of the Arbiter's Ground in the 4th dungeon from The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Use your bow and arrow to remove the eyes of the skeletal remains of the resurrected dragon and then smash them to bits with Link's sword. Experience the Ganon Fight, the Ganondorf Fight, the Volvagia, Armagoba, and the Darknute fights all in real time using Link's most notable skills. A ton of fun, ridiculously good looking, and free as a Rito. Just download one of the zip folders from the links in the description below, extract the RAR file using 7-zip, open the extracted folder, put on your VR headset and run the relevant.exe file. And as a bonus round, I've got a couple of neat little titles, the first of which can actually be found on the Steam store, as well as itch.io, and is called Cubism, which is a free demo from Thomas Van Baal of his upcoming full puzzle game of the same name. As you'd expect, I've put a link in the description to this one. And finally, there is a virtual journey into the art gallery of H.R. Geiger. View the Necronom 4 and more in F. Guillotine's build of an eerie and outstanding view into the mind of the inspiration behind the alien itself. This one is Rift only, but Vive users may have some luck using Revive. Just check the link in the description below, download the CV1 RAR file, extract that using 7-zip, and then just run the Geiger application. Also, don't forget to check out part 2 of this video, which will be up in the next few days to see more top 5 indie VR experiences you may not have seen. And that's it for this video. You can help support this channel by grabbing exclusive rewards on Patreon, and if you like this video, then crush that like button, have your say in the comments below, and hit the EXO logo to subscribe if you wanna. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!